Hey there, Leo. How are you guys doing? This reading is for you. Okay. Leo. Okay. Leo, I'm just gonna clear the energy really quick. Whoops. Okay. Right when I came home today, outside of my door, there was a frog, a bright green tree frog, and like lime green, and a beetle. So, beetles represents rebirth, a renewal, transformation, good fortune, and frogs represent true love. So, let's see if that pans out for you. Right away in the beginning, I was seeing like approaching a clearing, but it's like there's woods and there's vines hanging down or just like shrubbery, and then you get to this point and you peer through, and it's like you see like a valley and little houses, and it looks like that thing with the three little animals, the hedgehog and the badger and the chipmunk. Once Upon a Forest, I think it's called. Once Upon a Forest. So we'll see if that like plays into anything or if that means anything to you guys. It's like an older cartoon. Came out in the 90s, I want to say. And it was just about this little forest, and this truck fell over and there was like a gas leak. And so there was these three little creatures, that had to go get some sort of a flower for the one little girl so she would live or something like that. Some kind of a great adventure, and they had an invention that they had to put to use and it worked. And they stopped along the way to help people, like they saved a chicken stuck in the mud or something like that. So I feel like you guys are about to embark on a beautiful journey here. Okay, let's see. You got the Five of Cups. Yes, I'm using the Golden Girls Tarot. Stay golden. And the Fool. Okay. You were disappointed by something, so you said you're moving on. I feel like it's a love situation for a lot of you. Somebody was just not giving you what you needed. You weren't happy, and so it's like, why would I say this? I feel like there's some things that you're like picking up on really quickly here, and it's just could have been with the Aries person, doesn't have to be. You have Temperance here. You're healing yourself from this situation. Could have to do with the Sagittarius. You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Wow. So you're like, you're moving forward. It's like, in a nutshell, you were not happy with something. You took this leap of faith. You did what you need to do to heal yourself, and now it's like you're on top. And now it's kind of like, okay, now what? That's the backstory. That's the energy you've been vibing in. It feels like for quite some time here in this Empress mode. Like you're up there. You're on top. You know what you're doing, and things are working out really well for you. Yeah, you have the sun. So it's like, yeah, you're glowing at this time. Glowing. And sometimes you might not even feel like you are. So you're kind of like, feeling like there's things that you need to do to get to a place where you are glowing. Yeah, there's like this Five of Swords energy of looking back on things, and maybe you should have done this differently or should have done that differently. It's like, I feel like you're not even aware of your own glow, like the how heightened it is, because you have the Star here. You see it? I'm covering it. Oops. That's the Star. Yeah. So, you have the Sun, we have the Star, we have the Empress here. Your energy is like going. Really good. And then we have this Devil. This is a person. This is the energy of a person who made you like a crappy offer, like a half offer. Okay? Because there's an offer, but then they're juggling the two pentacles. So it's like they want you to give them a whole offer or amount of energy, but they're only giving you half of it. Like they're presenting it as if it's a whole offer, but it's not. It's like, no, 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 no. They're like, here, look, this pentacle, it's for you. Yeah. And then it's like, no, 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 no. I'm actually juggling pentacles. But then I'm going to be upset with you with this Four of Swords. I'm going to be upset with you and question you, Leo, here as to why you're not, so excited about what it is that I'm offering to you with this Three of Cups. And you're just like, it feels like your energy is pulling away from this person, already has pulled away from this person in this circumstance, because it's like, you're not getting what you wanted out of this. This is not friendship. This is not what it is to have a connection with another person, feels like with this person. So you have walked away from this Seven of Swords. And it's like they want to try to cause drama, but this Five of Wands is reverse. It's a reverse Five of Wands. I don't really read reversals. I read intuitively. And this one is, it's reverse. So it's like they want to cause a lot of drama, but they're not sure how you're going to react because you're reacting in a way that is different than what you ever have. So they're trying to throw out little jabs, it feels like, at you, but then you're not even responding to that. And then they're trying to throw out little, sweet things. It's like a child when a child does something wrong and they know what to say to get a rise out of their parents, so they'll do it, or they know what to do. I used to be a nanny, and one of the kids would go in the kitchen, and they had a rug in the kitchen, and they would crinkle it up because they knew that I just was always fixing that rug, and it's like really was like my OCD, like this needs to be straight or I can't, So when they asked for a snack or something, and I was like, no, we're about to have lunch. Okay, we just go over to the rug, crinkle it up, and look over at me. And it was so funny that, it became something instead that he did to get a laugh out of me. Anyways, but this person is trying to do anything that they can think of to get a different reaction out of you than what they are getting. If that, but it's like they won't try the thing that would really make this okay to be friends with them, that would make this a healthy relationship. They won't go forward to do that. They won't do the things necessarily that they need to do, that they need to be responsible for in their life. It's like they decided to not be responsible in their life, and then they want to oh, how come you're not you're being distant with me? What do you think the reason is? You're standing in your power at this time, and you're not accepting this kind of half energy with the Two of Swords. And I feel like this is a person that we're very close with in a way. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. Feels like a friend, could be a family member, could be, a lot of different things, a work situation, what fits for you. But it's like you had particular this was somebody that has been in your life a long time, or you could have been in your life for a long, long time, but or potential to be, you were like, oh yeah, we're going to be lifelong friends or something like that, right? But it's like you had to say no to this person. You had to pull away your energy from this person, because to give to this person was pulling you out of alignment here with this Two of Cups card. And it's just it feels like they have a lot of ways. Now they're going to try to guilt you into something here. And I feel like you have a couple of people. This Ace of Cups is a whole other energy. This is somebody else that you said goodbye to, a lot of you, that feels like a love situation. Okay, let's look at this one now. The other one, I feel like they're going to come in and try to guilt you. You know what's right for you at this time. And you know what you deserve and what you don't deserve. And it's like if something is not serving you, it's time to move forward. And that's what Spirit wants you to know at this time. I feel like you're gonna attract a lot of new people and just new energy. And I feel like there was like a lot of people that you were helping, and you didn't see that these people, their energy was like you were taking on their energy. And I think it's a natural thing a lot of you do to clear the way. There's a lot of people that like their energy, their aura, they clear a room and they clear other people's aura, but they naturally take on that energy when you do Reiki. And I mean, there's a lot of people say that you want to protect yourself when you do Reiki so you don't take on what that person has, but technically you do. It goes through you and it goes to Spirit. Now everybody has different ways that they do that, and I respect it, but there are ways where people heal things naturally, their energy does, or deliberately, where the energy will pass through them. And sometimes it stays and you don't notice it. And it feels like you had taken on a lot more than what you signed up for in this life. And it caught up with you for a time. But it was just a lesson that needed to happen. It was just, a part of your path, a part of your journey, if this resonates with you. So it's something to say like, it's done now. Yeah, you have the Seven of Swords and you have the Queen of Wands. So this is like you're fighting everybody else's energy here. It was just like, and then the magnet of energy that is you became one of this fighting energy. So it was like you're battling within yourself here. But you got yourself out of it. You cleared yourself out of it, which is amazing and beautiful. There's a little bit of residual energy that is like escaping and leaving. And also there is, we're creatures of habit. So, we tend to, sometimes we can slide a little bit back into that. And so that's what's happening here is your vibration is sliding a little bit back into that. And so you're getting people that are still trying to come back in even after the door has been closed, So Spirit wants you to be aware of that. You close those doors for a reason. So some of you may be saying, should I have left that door open then? No, you were being so depleted. You feel so good now. And then the littlest bit of you feeling not so good, and these people try to come back in, no. You don't want to do that. So you will know by the way you feel, Seven of Cups and the Moon. There was a person who, they tried to love bomb you, it feels like, and it's just like unknown. And it's like they're talking about their daydreams of this. This is like daydream, and this is the unknown with the moon here, So they're trying to say, right away, oh yeah, you and me, what kind of house do we have when we're married? And it's like they just met you 2 weeks ago, you know what I mean? Or like they're just trying to like talk up this stuff and build things up in your head, this illusion without any proof of it being here. And I feel like this person, they may actually, it feels like they do actually have love for you, but it feels like they don't know how to be in a healthy connection, or they don't have the ability to give to one. And it feels like they kind of want you to be there as an option. So they're trying to make sure that you're going to be there as an option, and you're just kind of like, when they get everything else in order, then they want to have this with you here. They have the Five of Swords, they have the Sun, you have the Star. So it's kind of like they see how great that you are, and they feel like, this Empress, there's no way they're going to be able to, this Magician, they're never going to be able to have this opportunity with somebody like you ever again. But at the same time, they have too many burdens that they have to deal with, too many things that is not going right. So I feel like this person, you're walking away from this person, and it's kind of like, okay, people keep coming in, and it seems like a great story, and then it's not going anywhere. So like, where are my people at? When am I going to wake up from this kind of nightmare here, It's like a nightmare, but it's not, because you love your life and you're happy in your life. you have this victory card here, but you're still battling kind of the same thing, keeps kind of coming back up, and you're like, I killed you already. Why won't you die? With the Queen of Swords. It's like the energy of, you have the Lovers here. It's like you're in alignment and you're excited on your journey, and you're kind of waiting for the Wheel of Fortune to just like divine timing. Come on, Spirit, let's do this already. So there's a little bit of that energy going on here. And I feel like every now and then you're noticing the time that it's taking, and it's causing some stress, some anxiety, some frustration on your part here, because you feel like you're here, you're ready, you showed up, you're in your best energy, you cut out what you needed to cut out, you're focused on what you need to focus on, you're putting yourself in alignment, you're enjoying your life. And then it's kind of like, bam, Eight of Swords. Like, you lose that clarity, just like that. And then it's like offers kind of don't really come in. And then it's like Page of Swords. You feel like people are watching and you're so sure about a connection. But then it's like not coming forward. And you're like, I know I'm intuitive. Like, I know, you trust in this universe and you trust in your enlightenment with this Hanged Man. You're like, I did the work. Hello. So let's see what's going on here. I want to know what's going on with this Wheel of Fortune. It's like you have a bunch of manifestations that you just feel it. They're here, but they're not here yet. This is too many cards. Four of Pentacles, okay. Okay, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. You're really wanting to charge forward here. It feels like there's a small part of you that is holding on to it feels like there's a small part of you that is like holding on to this feeling that you were betrayed, that you were abandoned. Someone betrayed you in a big way. Someone abandoned you in a big way. Somebody left a big burden on your shoulders. And it's a lot of people. And for a lot of you, this is something that didn't just happen in this lifetime. This happened other lifetimes as well. So this is something that it's like, you had like, maybe like 20 lifetimes where this was a thing that happened, and it's like you're what you bring to the table was never appreciated, so you had to hold back in what made you so great. And it was like, for your enlightenment, you had to fight so much. And it caused so much wounding that you let it go. You had to let it go in the past, There's just this way that it's like wanting to just forget these burdens of trying to deal with this, because at least I can just enjoy my life a little bit, You have this Queen of Swords here. So there's emotional clarity coming in, because there was a part of you that was waiting for someone to come back, waiting for someone to show up for you, that abandoned you. Three of Swords. Yeah. And it's like, why? Why did this person do this? Because you really thought that this was going to be it with this Magician. It's a little bit more healing here. And you're kind of like, no, it's not. I did it already. Healed. That's done. You know? And because of it, it's like holding off on something that you want to work on. Yeah, Star. Something that you want to work on, that you really care about, that you want to achieve here with this Ace of Wands and this Star. There's a little bit more taming that you have to do. Because it's like you did all the work that you needed to do, but every now and then you're like, you know what though? When it comes up in conversation, when somebody else talks about being left out in the cold, and this happened to them and that happened to them, you're like, oh really? You know what happened to me? This happened to me and this happened. And it's like, don't do that anymore. The King of Pentacles. It's like there's an old way of doing something. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune here. Things are getting ready for your journey as well. So you taking the time to do the healing is something that is a good thing. It's not a bad thing because you're able to take time out, right? You're able to do the healing and gain the enlightenment. But it's not, you're not just doing that. You keep taking side roads. And you keep going and enjoying. And that's a good thing because this is your life. And you're going to be able to look back on it and there's always a time of enjoyment. Even in your darkest times. Even in your most abandoned times. Look at her. She looks like she's abandoned on the beach here. Somebody left her stranded on the beach. All she has is a suitcase. And she's kind of like, yeah, this really sucks, but at least I'm in a cute outfit and it's a beautiful day. And maybe I can walk to a boardwalk and get a margarita, you know, or I got a bathing suit in here. I could throw that on and just hop in the ocean, you know. Maybe I'll meet somebody new, you know, and that's great. And then you go back and you do the healing that you need to do. And you do the cutting out that you need to do. And yeah, your walls are up a little bit because you know, you're going through a healing time or whatever. And then you're taking the time to spend with nature, to meditate, right? And then you're taking time to go out and enjoy, to go out and celebrate and, you know, be with friends, to go out and dance, to socialize, you know, all of that. So because you keep taking the time out to go socialize and celebrate, that's fine. You can do that. But that's why it's taking longer. Versus feels like other signs, when they're in this mode, they don't like, you know, earth signs, that's it. They haven't seen the light of day for how long? You know, it's like you still have to go out and be alive a little bit, you know. And Spirit is wanting you to know there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That's who you are. That's the nature of who you are. And you teach other people because there's going to come a time where you're going to be able to help other people go through what you went through, and you're going to tell them you can pick yourself up and you can still smile. You know, I did it, and you can show by example in that way. And it's also divine timing. So there's certain things that you can't just control what it is. This showing up at the end here is letting me know, yeah, you have the Star and the Strength. So you built yourself back up with the Magician and the Ace of Wands. You built yourself up what you need to. You did that here. That's done. Now what? It's not up to you. Things don't happen on your timeline and you have to just accept that's how it is. That's the way that this universe works. And, there are things that you can't see, and that's that. This is like the ant, okay? This little ant is walking along, right? And the ant is trying to go in a pool. You can see this is going to be death. No, this is not good. You try to get a leaf and you try to collect the ant. The ant is like, whoa, fighting the leaf. No way. I'm not, no. And you try to, and more and more and more. And eventually you catch the ant from the leaf and then you move them over to where the grass is. They don't even know that if they would have kept going, they would have went in the pool, they would have drowned, they would have died. So it's like something like that. It's like you can't see what a being of higher consciousness level can see. And just like we cannot communicate to this ant, man, you're about to drown. I'm helping you out. That's the same. That's the same at times with Source and Spirit and angels guiding us in our life, and your higher being guiding you in this life. So that's what Spirit wants you to remember at this time, that you're being guided at this time and everything is happening the way that it's supposed to. Everything's unfolding the way that it's supposed to. And I know that you want to rush it and move it and rush it and move it, but there's no reason to rush it and move it because it's going to happen the way it's going to happen. That's just it. That's just it. You have the devil and the lovers next to each other again. So if it happens too soon, it's not going to be a person that you're wanting it to be. For some of you, it could be a Capricorn or a Scorpio. We have the Death card here. Temperance. Okay. So this could be healing from an earth sign that you're doing, and then you have the Emperor here. So could the Emperor be coming in for you? Yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a beautiful opportunity for love here. Beautiful opportunity for you to achieve, for you to manifest a lot of different things for yourself as well. And Spirit wants you to trust that this is happening. This is unfolding the way that it's supposed to. It's like in that movie, Once Upon a Forest, if they didn't go on this whole crazy journey, they wouldn't have gotten to build this invention that they built. They wouldn't have got to test out and see that it works. They wouldn't, there's a lot of things that happened. They saved somebody else's life on that journey, so they came together in a much, much different way. So if none of that even happened, and if it was just like, divine timing right away, there wouldn't be a story. There wouldn't be a life to live. There wouldn't be So there is something here about love that you want to manifest. And judgment is here. So you have this Three of Pentacles. Somebody wants to collaborate with you, and we got the Chariot. So it could be a Cancer. Doesn't have to be. Could be a Gemini. Somebody wants to collaborate with you. They want to bring something back to life here with you. They want to do something with you. For some of you, you could find out about this person at your work or at a job or at something that you're trying to learn to do for yourself, something you're learning about. You have the Ten of Cups here. So, look at this beautiful energy. A lot of love, a lot of cup energy going on here. So, that's beautiful at this time. I feel like you and this person have known your fair share of heartache and your fair share of disappointment. But that's not the way that this is staying. They're showing me a song. It's the song, Every Heartbreak Was a Yellow Brick Road. It's J-Lo. Every heartbreak was a yellow brick road. On my way to you. I'm on my way. So, when you look at it that way, it's a very different energy here. You're still in the moon. You're still not sure yet what's coming forth. You don't know. But you're willing to go on this journey. This is courage. This is being courageous at this time. because you don't know what's going to happen, but you're willing to go down and see if those ships came in and figure out what it is you can do with those ships here. Somebody is taking initiative here with the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody wants to take some sort of initiative here, and they want Four of Wands. They want something with you. This could be somebody that, you marry. And, maybe you didn't think that you would. Maybe you didn't think that you would. Because you have the Nine of Cups and you have this Two of Swords. The Nine of Cups is like everyday stuff that comes in. It's not something new. So it's like, oh, I guess I can't manifest someone that I could be with for the rest of my life. Some of you, that thought has crossed your mind, and Spirit wants you to know that's not true. And don't think those kind of thoughts, because that's self-sabotage here. And Spirit wants you to know someone has noticed you. Someone is coming in. Someone is rushing in. This could be if you're talking to a new person. Okay, this could be a person that you are going to build something with. You're going to build a life with. You're going to be able to go out on adventures with. You're going to be able to travel to different places in nature. You're going to be able to focus with this person, because I feel like with every other person in your past, when you met somebody, you put everything of yourself to the side for this person, and there's projects, there's things that you cared about, there's stuff that you used to do that you stopped doing. And then when you become single, you'll pick up your focus back on yourself. And this is not going to be this way this time. You're going to be able to keep your focus on yourself, because you're not going to feel like you have to take care of this person because this person is taking your energy. They need you to be this way so they can be happy. This is two people that have healed themselves, that are in love with their lives, and then they are coming together to just share love. And that's a very different experience when that is happening. So your focus is on yourself. Look at this King of Wands. Can't make this shit up, I'm telling you. Your focus is on yourself. And people want to say, oh, you're selfish. No, to be selfish is healthy. When you are completely taken care of in yourself, you can give to another person. And when you don't, you really can't give to anybody. And when everything you do give is kind of shitty. And then you actually expect other people to give a lot to you. And then you get trapped in these cycles with people where you're extracting things from one another. And then they feel the pressure, and then they break. And this is how people do crazy things. And people end up married and they end up divorced, and I could go on and on, but there's a healthy balance that's coming in here. It's like the old you is gone, dead and gone. You're a whole new person now, and I feel like you're proud of that, and you should be proud of that, because there's a lot that you overcame, and there's a lot of love that you have to give. And when a person knows how to be healthy within themselves, then they have a lot of love to give. And that's a really beautiful thing for the world, Okay. Let's pull a charm. Whoa. Okay. First of all, we have a squid. Squids live at the depths of the ocean. We barely know anything about these creatures, and they're very, very elusive, and they go to such great depths. And water represents emotion, so I feel like there's deep emotional depth to you, and this person that's coming in your life has deep emotional depth. I feel like what you're bringing to the world, what you're focused on, what you're creating, is going to help other people understand the unknown things about this world, about this universe, about whatever it is that you're creating is about, has to do with, but also within themselves, understand their own emotions, understand how beautiful this world is, and that there are no limits to what it is that you can do. There are no limits to what we can discover in this world and what you can discover about yourself. So that's very beautiful. Okay, so you have RX here. So, hold on a minute. RX. Some of you maybe getting a prescription. Maybe you're going to meet a doctor. Maybe you're a doctor and you're going to prescribe something to someone and that's how you meet. Who knows? But for someone, this is a sign of something. And I really feel like for you guys, it's talking more about healing. Prescriptions heal you. So it's like you've done what you needed to do to heal yourself. If you feel called to do certain things, these things are for you to heal yourself, and it's something that you should do. And sometimes it's as simple as, I want to go see this movie, and I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna take a day off, and I'm gonna go to the movies, and I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, something like that can be very, very beneficial for you in your life. So if you feel pulled to do something and there's no other reason besides, I just want to do this, do it. You deserve that. Okay. And then you also have the cloud. You have the cloud. Clouds for me represent the veil. It feels like the veil is lifted at this time. The veil is thin for you at this time. So you have a lot of intuitive downloads and pulls and inspirations to go here, to go there. But at the same time, because you're getting so much information, you want to see it happen now. And this is not happening now. So there's, in a way, it's cloudy and you can't see what's coming. You know this is coming, you know this is coming, but how is it coming? When is it coming? It looked like it was coming and now it's not coming. And so there's a little bit of added knowledge that you're gaining, but added mystery that you're gaining. And Spirit wants you to just float along like the clouds, float along the sky, and just trust and know that you will come to know information when it is meant for you. And you're going to just flow along with the flow of life, and everything that you need, everyone that you need to meet will show up, will meet you when they are meant to meet you. Okay, this is amazing. Thank you so much, Leo, and I hope to see you next time.